I think with some things she said was disrespectful, and it may have tugged at me a little bit because of how I had looked up to her at the time.
The $15 million duck, Claressa Shields says Laila Ali is scared to step in the ring. The call-out that shook women's boxing. Picture this. You're walking through Los Angeles, minding your business, maybe grabbing a burger, and boom, TMZ rolls up on you asking about a dream fight everyone's been fantasizing about. That's exactly where Claressa Shields, the self-proclaimed GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, found herself. Except this wasn't your usual trash talk. This was Shields spilling the tea that Laila Ali, yes, the daughter of the greatest, had turned down a $15 million fight offer. That's right, $15 million.
When it's personal, that starts a fire, right? And when the money's right and it makes sense, then why not?
And according to Shields, it's not about the money, it's about fear. And she didn't just say it quietly. She lit the boxing internet on fire with one bold line. Her daddy would never. If you called out Muhammad Ali, he was coming to check you. Cue the collective gasp from fight fans everywhere.
She needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punched too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this $15 million and come get your ass whooped. In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out. But it was like, it's better if you just don't say anything about that.
Claressa's $15 million receipt.
That's what we like. Laila, I'm here with my team. I got great news for you. We got the $15 million. Let's make a fight between me and you, the best versus the best. The greats versus the greats. The GOAT versus Muhammad Ali's daughter, Laila Ali. Let's make it happen.
Let's rewind. Laila Ali has been retired since 2007, boasting an undefeated 24-0 record. She's been enjoying life outside the ring, from TV hosting to running her lifestyle brand. But every now and then, her name pops back into fight conversations, especially when Claressa Shields is involved. Shields, 30, already a multi-division world champion, has been chasing legacy fights to cement her place in history. So when Ali hinted she'd consider a comeback for the right price, Shields listened.
When the money's right and it makes sense, then why not?
And that price? $15 million. Now, in boxing, huge purse demands from retired legends are usually a polite way of saying, thanks, but no thanks. But Shields didn't take the hint. She went out, found the money, and delivered it like an boxing-themed Amazon Prime order, only for Ali to reportedly slam the door. She doesn't want to fight. Shields pulls no punches. Shields told TMZ Sports straight up,
Don't say that I'm not talented, because I'm the most talented female fighter there has been in the history of boxing. Let's not say that I'm not a good fighter, because my skills are far more superb than hers.
Laila and her representatives have told us no. The answer is no. She doesn't want to fight. And if you think she softened the blow after that, nope. She doubled down. I would understand if she was scared. I would be scared to fight me too. That's the kind of quote that gets turned into a meme before you even finish reading it, comparing Ali to the greatest, and not in a good way. The real sting in Shields' words wasn't just the fear accusation. It was dragging the Ali family legacy into the conversation.
Look, when I beat her, if the fight ever happened, they're going to say that I fought an old Laila Ali. They're not going to say that I beat Laila Ali when she was at her best. They're not going to say that. But overall, the way that she's talking, if she's like, she going to knock me out, please. My defense is too good for her.
Muhammad Ali would never. If you called out Muhammad Ali, he came to check you. Maybe she doesn't have that in her genes. Ouch. It's one thing to say your opponent is scared. It's another to basically suggest their legendary father would be disappointed. fight fans immediately split into two camps.
I'm gonna go with Laila. I think she's more experienced, the more seasoned fight. I go with Laila.
Those defending Ali's right to stay retired, and those egging her on to prove Shields wrong.
Generations collide. We don't duck versus why bother? One of Shields' most pointed jabs came when she compared women's boxing today to when Ali was active. We're in a generation now where the women fight each other. We don't duck each other. And back in Laila's generation, that's all she did.
I think with some things she said was disrespectful, and it may have tugged at me a little bit because of how I had looked up to her at the time. But it's not something that can be fixed.
To be fair, Ali's era in women's boxing lacked the depth it has now. Big-name fights were harder to make, and the sport didn't have the visibility it does in the Shields era. Still, Shields' statement hit hard, and it painted Ali as a fighter who avoided challenges rather than chased them. The fight that could have been. Let's be real, a Shields versus Ali showdown would have been the kind of once-in-a-generation event that sells out arenas and melts pay-per-view servers. You'd have legacy versus modern greatness, Ali's iconic name versus Shields' dominant reign, undefeated versus undefeated, a clash of perfect records. 2 generations of women's boxing, the torch-passing fight we didn't know we needed until it was on the table. Add the $15 million purse and the inevitable pre-fight trash talk, and it's the stuff of sports documentary dreams. But like Mayweather versus Pacquiao in 2019, sometimes dream fights stay dreams. Ali's silence speaks volumes. Interestingly, Laila Ali hasn't rushed to publicly fire back at Shields' accusations. That silence has only fueled speculation. Is she ignoring it because it's not worth her time? Or is she avoiding adding more oxygen to Shields' media firestorm? Either way, the lack of a public rebuttal lets Shields control the narrative, and she's making the most of it. Shields moves on, sort of. Despite her verbal jabs, Shields insists she's not letting the saga stall her career. She's already eyeing other big fights in the women's boxing scene. The GWOAT isn't short on challengers, from Savannah Marshall rematches to potential cross-promotional bouts with rising stars. But you can tell she knows the Ali fight would have been different. Not just another payday, not just another belt. It would have been the fight. When trash talk becomes legacy talk, the interesting thing about Shields' call-out is that it's not just hype for a fight. It's a statement about how she sees herself in boxing history. By framing Ali's refusal as fear and by comparing her unfavorably to Muhammad Ali, Shields is planting her own flag in the ground. I am the fighter who doesn't duck. Whether or not fans agree, that's the kind of branding that sticks.
Why $15 million isn't always enough. Here's the truth casual fans forget. Coming out of retirement isn't just about the money. For someone like Laila Ali, it's about legacy preservation. A loss to Shields could tarnish her perfect record. At 47 years old, her physical prime is long gone. And in an era where one bad night gets replayed forever on social media, the risk-reward balance can look very different. To the average person, turning down $15 million might seem insane. But to a retired champion with a spotless career and a thriving post-boxing life, it might be the smartest move in the world. The court of public opinion. Of course, boxing isn't just fought in the ring anymore. It's fought online. Fans, pundits, and even non-sports personalities have weighed in. Some argue Ali is protecting her health and legacy. Others think she should put up or shut up. And a vocal group is just enjoying the chaos, sipping their digital popcorn as Shields keeps stoking the fire. The takeaway. At the end of the day, this saga tells us 3 things. Claressa Shields will chase big fights no matter what. Laila Ali isn't coming back, at least not for Shields. In boxing, the fights that don't happen can be just as talked about as the ones that do. Shields may never get her $15 million dance with Ali, but she's won in another way. She's kept her name in headlines, reinforced her fearless brand, and put women's boxing in mainstream conversation. If you're gonna call yourself the GWOA, whether you side with Shields or defend Ali, one thing's for sure. This isn't the last time Claressa Shields stirs up the boxing world. She's a master at mixing legacy talk with entertainment value, and even without the Ali fight, she's going to keep stacking belts and cashing checks. Because if you're gonna call yourself the greatest woman of all time, you can't just fight. You have to make people care. And love her or hate her, Shields makes people care. So what do you think? Is Laila Ali protecting her legacy or ducking a fight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe for more sports drama, and share this with your fight fan crew, because the only thing better than a $15 million fight is arguing about why it didn't happen.